Welcome back to Adeptus Mechanicus II on the Grim Darkness difficulty. I'm going to deploy a bunch of Vanguard and Skitarii Rangers. We are dealing with 2 Flayed ones and 2 Necron Warriors right there. Which, yeah, we are going to want to...
One more diversion from the path of knowledge.
...to deal with as quickly as possible. That won't kill him.
Responding.
Alright, let's take Savola. We're gonna lose a servitor.
Specimen collection incomplete. Rectifying.
One damage, I can deal with that. Okay, suffers 1 damage, so... Damn. Again?
Seeking specimens.
Alright, that should take them out. Quite heavily damaged right there, but we did keep our Vanguards and Skitarii Rangers alive, and that's the important bit, really, in this one.
The structure ahead appears unstable. Topographical scan. A ravine we must cross. Erosion or seismic activity has taken a toll on the tomb. Time is pitiless, even to the Necrons.
And indeed it is.
Moreover, this was a storage area for samples of an alloy I do not recognize. The Necrons, in their ignorant slumber, grant us a gift. It would be illogical not to accept it. Another gateway. This one far more elaborate. Could our path have taken us not to the outside, but to an inner chamber? The Omnisire commands that the knowledge beyond must be gained.
Distress signal detected.
Devos lives, but barely, it seems. Give me his life signs. What little flesh remains of Devos has proven weak indeed. Shock his central nervous system. A full bioelectric reset may stabilize his augmentations.
Alright. He's dead.
His injuries were beyond remedy. Unfortunate. This death represents a significant deficit in resources.
Alright, we got max damage.
Enough delay. Open these doors. A not unexpected welcome.
Necrons. Unsurprising. I guess we're going to meet the Vanguard soon enough. And I wonder if we're going to have a choice. So we got Flayers, Necron Warriors. Well, I'll just save. That's a number of flayed ones.
Responding.
I think Savola is the one best equipped to take some damage. Nice. Well, as long as we lure them over there. Shame that their range is so limited.
One more diversion from the path of knowledge.
He's burning at least. Damn those scarabs.
Cataloging data.
Alright, so that one's gonna move right now. So we can deal with those later.
Most curious.
Rather unfortunate. Such marvels we have yet to uncover. Okay. Try our luck.
Studying.
Alright, he's burning.
Most curious.
Yeah, she's pretty big. At least it's burning, right?
A sarcophagus chamber. The heart of the tomb. Random fate generation has led us here. The Omnisire willed it.
Did it. Well, we will find out. Okay, we got Scarab Score.
Nefershah's first glimpse of the invaders was of an individual who would prove to be an outlier in their number. Though Nefershah did not know it at the time, this Scaevola was from the human order of the Adeptus Mechanicus. It was learned in the ways of scientific theory and practice, albeit only by primitive human standards.
A strange and biological thing. Is this what has infested the galaxy in our absence? One would imagine evolution had produced something more robust. So this is indeed a tomb, and you are the one interred. Evidently a Necron of some seniority. A rare specimen. It understands us. Physically unimpressive, but advanced. You shall discover just how advanced we can be, Xenos. This primitive creature addresses me as if I were an outsider. Yet this is my domain. One that no intruder will be permitted to tread. Let alone a whelp from a species not fit to witness a Necron's majesty. I am no tinkerer with ancient trinkets I do not understand. I have harvested technology from 100 Xenos races and delved into secrets even your once great civilization does not know. We mastered the forces of this galaxy before you even stumbled blindly across your world's surface. What secrets can you know that are not trifles to the Necrons? It is only fitting they die with you.
Huh. We'll find out about that one. Scaevola, however you want to pronounce it. Yeah. You had different endings in Mechanicus I that you could go for. So what are we dealing with right here? 4 servitors. Okay. Well, I suppose we will find out how this can work out against Scaevola. I'm going to try and reduce the Skitarii Vanguard and... yeah, there's just 2 Skitarii Vanguard.
One more diversion from the path of knowledge.
Okay, he can't shoot. He can. So, I'm going to play this defensively. But we do need to destroy Scaevola. And I think the best way of doing that is to get all my Necron warriors to shoot at her. Yes, it is a her.
This world will be ours. This world will be ours. Millions of stellar cycles I have slept, yet still I tire of this nonsense. Responding.
Alright, that's her armor. Try that shot. Shit.
Responding.
Victory!
We are outmatched. Manipul. Countermand self-preservation routines. Full principle defense protocols. Retaliation.
The leader of the invaders used its underlings to surround Nefershah while it fled her sarcophagus chamber. Other guards swiftly dispatched these sacrificial minions, but not before the instigator of the intrusion had escaped her.
The architect of this outrage has fled. Moreover, this intrusion may not be isolated. There is no telling how many aliens are on Kivroth. I must go to my Pharaon. Sankotep must know.
Well, we drove them off. Well, killed most of them anyway.
From the moment I first witnessed the interlopers, they disgusted me. Eons we slumbered, waiting to reclaim our galaxy, only for it to become infested with vermin,
that proliferated in our absence. Now, we awaken to retake what is ours. Wretched amalgamations of meat and metal, shackled to ignorance by your faith. Do you truly believe you can stop us? We, who have shattered our very gods, and enslaved them to our will. The stars were young when our empire was ascendant, and when the last of them die, we alone will remain. For we are immortal.
Well, so that was the prologue. We can either play the Adeptus Mechanicus or the Necrons. So I'm going to go with the Necrons. Let's go. The uncleanliness of these creatures besmirches my planet. This displeases me. Sanitize.
My Pharaon, the great sleep has ended. We rise beneath the light of new stars. New life has arisen, and it has infested our world. You are needed upon your throne.
My God, Nefershah. Yes, Nefershah. What world is this?
Kivroth. This is your crown world of Kivroth, my Pharaon.
Kivroth. Yes, of course. My memories arrive fractured, incomplete. It seems the great sleep has taken much from me.
It shall pass, my Pharaon. All have suffered as we slept, in our own ways. By your command, we can regain what was ours. I shall escort you to the Sepulchre Regnant. There, your throne awaits.
Of course. And there are others, my courtiers.
The Eupatridae, your generals and advisors.
They must be awakened. That is my command to you, Nefershah.
As you will it, my Pharaon.
Take me to my throne. Awaken the Eupatridae. Then I shall retake my world.
Okay, so we have various missions right here. But, or at least we will have various missions. So far, we only have one. And it is called the Critical Path. Okay, so we're going to be fighting Necrons by the looks of it. Very well. Okay, so we only have one leader we can choose right now because the rest are locked.
The ancient enemies of the Necrons had indeed withered and retreated, as the Silent King foresaw. But new foes had arisen in their place. Among them was humanity. And the stain of this particular enemy had fallen upon Sankotep's world of Kivroth. The war to purge this lesser species could not yet begin, for our Lord was still without his throne. This world, I cannot recall it. It is ours. Mine. So much change. Or perhaps Perhaps my memory fails me. We must claim what is ours from this colonizing foe. Let the legions march forth.
My Pharaon, your throne stands empty. The Eupatridae are to be awoken, and will attend upon you at the Sepulchre Regnant. But the royal tomb is unclaimed.
The Sepulchre Regnant. Yes. My command protocols flow from there. We must retake it. My vanguard, go! Prepare it for my arrival. Enthroned there, I shall conduct this war of reclamation.
Without delay.
Alright, so we can choose stratagems. Each gives you a bonus at the cost of increasing enemy vigilance during the mission. Additional enemies will spawn in skirmishes. So, you can increase unit capacity, living metal at the end of a mission, or Dominion level +1 locked for this mission. I'm gonna go with maximum capacity. Okay, you can select units that you want to recruit. A squad or individual unit you can recruit. Alright. Yeah, let's just go with a bunch of Necron warriors and 1 unit of immortals right here. And find out for ourselves. Oh, we actually get 2 of them. Very well.
The Sepulchre Regnant was undiscovered by the invaders, and Nefershah found it guarded by canoptic constructs vigilant since before the Great Sleep. 2 Doomstalkers barred the gate with their towering living metal bodies. Alas, their protocols had deteriorated with the turning of the stars.
Stand aside in the name of the Pharaon Sankotep.
But the ancient sentinels did not respond. They adhered to their task of guarding the threshold, but their minds had failed during the Great Sleep, and they were utterly unresponsive.
These lowly constructs will bend to our will.
The loyal warriors of the Royal Guard took the constructs apart, and though the ancient guardians could offer little resistance, the bursts of radiation from their exposed energy coils damaged several warriors. Nevertheless, the Royal Guard secured passage into the Sepulchre Regnant.
Alright, we got the battle.
The Royal Guard entered the Sepulchre Regnant to find that, like the constructs at the gate, many of the Necron warriors and constructs were still locked into their defensive duties, and would not yield to the Vanguard's authority.
They are of little consequence. I shall not permit them to impede the Royal Guard in our duties. Open fire